Welcome to this very final leg of the South Fiordland tour, where we'll leave Mount Elder. Well, you can see if you taxi down here, it's not just the location that makes this runway difficult. It does have some very big bumps to either throw you off into the valley or right into the mountain. Quick wave goodbye to well, me, actually. Okay then. Get ready to go with our fall off the end of the runway departure. Lovely. That will do. Yeah, so I have been tweaking bits of this South Fiordland scenery as I went along with these videos and visited all of the airfields. Not huge changes anywhere, but if you would like a copy of this most up-to-date version of South Fiordland, you can now get that from my mega folder as I've uploaded it there. Just look in the XP12 airport section, and surprisingly enough it's called South Fiordland. It will include this final airstrip that we're going to now, although honestly I wouldn't bother coming here. Though X-Plane 12 Water has made it look a bit weird. As I was thinking about the top 10 dangerous landings, and this one did have a shot at making that list. So you can see it in the distance there. Haven't had a look at the numbers to know what the visibility is today, but it's obviously a lot. Usually you can't really see very much of that island. Anyhow, yeah, it did have a chance of making the list, so I've loaded a flight here just to refresh my memory of what it looks like. And this entire island is something that I made in SketchUp, and a significant amount of that model, the object, it's below the waterline. Now in X-Plane 11 that was fine, but in 12 all the surrounding water here is totally clear. So visually now, rather than the water being ground level as far as your eyesight is concerned, your eyes get tricked into thinking that the base of the model is ground level instead, when actually that's a long way underwater. And where that really goes wrong is there's a little dock and the boats look like they're hovering in the air. And from some angles or lighting conditions it looks okay, but from others it looks really terrible. I just wish Lamina would introduce an option to make the water a totally opaque blue colour so you can't see through it at all. That would fix this place, all of the ortho coastlines, everything, but such is life, we haven't got that option. Which is why I say, if you're going to do the tour, give up at Mount Elder and call that the final destination. The rock we're going to, it wasn't a great location anyway, but it's certainly not now. And as I mentioned, there was a chance it could have made the top 10 dangerous landings list. It didn't in the end, mostly because of the water and how it looks rather than the challenge of the landing here. And I'm probably just going to ignore this forever and pretend it doesn't exist after this flight. But I have come up with a final list now for the 10, and I will make that. Actually, no. Just thinking about this as I'm going along. Yeah, executive decision. I'll split them into little separate video uploads. Rather than one long video, you can have a short one for each place, which will probably be better. So Yeah, I'll start doing those soon. And then you can have a look at my choices for dangerous landings for the first set of videos, and then you can have a look at Mount Elder again for the final one. Yeah, there are two other locations that come sort of close, but Mount Elder does win the number one spot. That was always the plan with this South Fiordland scenery, actually, to make the final stop of the tour the hardest one. And I say that because Mount Elder was going to be the end. The last location where you get to meet me, and so that was going to be it. This one that we're going to now was actually an afterthought of something else that, that could be good fun and give you something to find. But to be perfectly honest, I probably shouldn't have done. Don't think it came out that well, and was one of those things where I fell over the wrong side of the ambition versus ability line. I have improved with SketchUp as time's gone by, but I've also improved enough now to know that I'm probably not good enough to be able to do something like this, or to not be able to pull it off the way I envisaged it in my mind, shall we say. Yeah, I think, maybe if we look at the Dunning-Kruger curve, this was during my climb up Mount Stupid. Unfortunately, I think I probably have fallen over the other side of that now, and getting a more realistic grip on how good I am, which is not brilliant, but it is what it is. This is a bit of a weird shape. You might be able to see roughly in the middle of it there, little speck, that is the boat. When you realise that's the boat and that's where the water level is, you can see what I mean about there being quite a lot of this rock, island, whatever you want to call it, being underwater. From this distance out, it doesn't really look like it's underwater, so let's see what happens. And when I had a look at it the other day, by the way, that was just free camera mode and a quick look around, so I didn't try landing here. And in fact, the last time I did actually land at this place was probably in X-Plane 11. And it's been quite a while. And on top of that, back in X-Plane 11, this section of the tour was flying in that Bushkit Cessna. So I've not been here for quite some time, and certainly this will be the very first time I've ever brought this Islander here. I think the gap in the cave should be plenty big enough to get it through there, but yeah, we shall see. I did always wonder with some of the places, and this is one of them, where in the South Fiordland documentation I purposely didn't write down anything to give you a clue about the runway or what it was like. It does make me wonder if there were people ever circling this place thinking, now what am I supposed to do? Where exactly am I going to land? And the answer to that is in this little cave here. Daz's Mine. Reading might be a bit high, probably a bit fast as well. I'll get down. Oh, that's not looking good. I think we may be running into the wall. Crap, yeah. No, I've fallen through the wall, haven't I? That's right, I remember now. There was only the actual flat runway part is the hard surface. Everything else is just visuals only. Yeah, I've fallen straight through the rock wall. Great. Yeah, and welcome to the inside of the island. That's a spot you were never actually meant to see, but... probably best not put the 2001 music on, as that will be a copyright strike. So just hum that in your own head, and we'll call that the end of the South Fiordland tour. I'll see you again with something else soon. Bye.